When he said he's going to do 100 pans by himself, I thought he meant this. But no.
Pioneer Paulie just released his 100 pans video where he had a bunch of friends come out with him on Dan Hurd's claim and do 100 Garrett super sluice pans. Well, I thought I'm going to try exactly the same thing except on my own and with a Batea pan, which holds twice as much as a Garrett super sluice. Not that this is a competition, but I want to win. That's what 2 heap shovels of dirt look like in a Batea pan, and that's what 6 heap shovels look like in a bucket. We need 34 of those buckets to equal 100 of those pans. So we're going to get 34 of those buckets and make a huge mound of dirt. I got my calculator out and we're just going to keep track of the buckets. So I'm going to put a 1 in there because we've got our first bucket. Why am I holding a thumbs up? That's my 5th bucket and I am having reservations.
What's you doing? Oi, 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 oi.
Just like in Paulie's video on Dan Hurd's claim, the gold here is shallow, so we're only taking about the top foot of gravel because below that the gold count drops off dramatically. With a little bit of luck we'll have at least 10 specks of flour gold for our efforts. You helping, Fernie? Hey, help me dig. Whilst I chased my own version of insanity, Mick had found a nice little crevice that turned out to be an absolute honey hole.
So Mick, what do you think of Chris's attempts?
Between him and Fernie, I reckon they're going to make it at this stage.
22! That's bucket 20, and I have 13 more to go. This is going to be a massive pile of dirt to move with a pan. 26, I'm feeling it. Honestly, that's a lot of digging through a high banker. Woo, no worries at all through this. Wow. Oh, hey, Fern. Last bucket. $34 buckets. We're halfway done. Now I'm just going to pan it all. This is my sandcastle. This sandcastle has gold in it. We know that. It's easy digging, and at the end of the day, usually when you move a lot of it, you get a decent amount of weight. So hopefully we'll get a good take from this sandcastle. And now I've got to get my waders on, have a drink of water, and start panning. You know what they say about size 12 boots? Big shoes, big gold. Get it pretty short. Get on pretty short. Oh, yeah. Whoa, my leg hair. Pulling out all my leg hair, which I have a lot of, because I'm genetically from Europe. Wow. Gotta make that look stylish, don't I? Victory is mine. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, victory is mine. The plan is super simple. Every time we finish a pan down to about a handful worth of concentrates, we're going to tip it in the bucket, replicating what Paulie was doing. And hopefully by the end of this, the pile will be gone. We'll have a lot of concentrates and I won't be dead. Pan number 1. Alright, that's the stage we're going to get it down to, and that's going straight in the bucket. This is going to be really hard to see. That's the biggest piece of gold just at the tip of my finger there, and there's about 20 micro specks running through this black sand here, but it is tiny gold, and that's what we're hoping to get every single pan. All right.
What pan's he up to? He's going to be toasted by the end of this, man.
Yes. You gotta eat your food. Fueled by bacon and happiness. It kind of feels like I've worked this dirt before. It is really hard to show you guys in this silver pan the type of flour gold we're dealing with, but there's easily 20 or 30 pieces down in that bottom well. Like 3 or 4 nice pieces in that. What a station! There's obviously richer sections with gravel because some pans have only got a little bit of flour gold and some have got nice chunks. Well, we finally managed to pick up a few nicer flakes in this pan, and it is trying to run into that bucket like no tomorrow. I'm not even tipping it. Go son, go! We'll make it to the end. He's coming around the fire. Oh no, he's stuck. I know, but it's warm, okay? You'll get used to it. It's worth it. Yeah, Inspector Gadget. We have actually done a video in this exact spot before. I'll link that up above on YouTube. You can check that out, see what gold we got that time for far less pans than what we're doing this time. And we can do a little bit of a comparison perhaps and just see if we did any better. Yeah.
All these little grooves all leading to that.
%90 of the pans that I have done I've just tipped straight in the bucket, but every so often I check it to get a little bit of motivation and to see what's going in. I've seen some magic flour gold pans, but this pan has a couple of nice specs. But just look at those happy little fellas. Hey up! Ah! Why is there a rock there? Well, even if we don't get heaps of gold, which I doubt is going to happen, I did find this. Look at that! Old piece of ceramic with a real nice pattern on it. Zoe collects these. They are really cool to find. There's all different patterns. I mean, the creek was just used as a rubbish bin back in the gold rush days, so you find heaps of stuff like this. Super cool find. I'm in a whole world of hurt right now. My hands hurt, like they're cold. It's when we started it was 2 degrees. My hands are just shot to crap in that ice water. Everyone in Canada's laughing right now. I'm an Australian. We don't do cold. We only do hot. Oh yeah. That looks nice.
Many buckets?
Oh, buckets, there's 50 little shovels.
Oh yeah, but this is the hard part, right? Because like at the start, you're like, I got energy, I could do this. Like 34 buckets of dirt, no worries at all. Stack that stuff up, and then now it's
like,
and now I've done like 75 pans, and I'm like, oh my god. Last bit. This will put hair on your chest. Separate the boys from men. So, Paulie, Dan, Shane, and any other YouTube prospector who pans a lot out there who wants to try this, I challenge you. 100 pans on film. Do it. Show us your chest hair. I'm in so much pain. When I was a teenager, I did stupid things and I injured my back quite badly. And it comes and goes. The last few years have been pretty good. I mean, a couple of little niggling times, but otherwise, great. It's come back, and it sucks.
so imagine what his is like.
You can do it, Chris! I believe in you!
Hey, Fernie. What you doing, pup? Come to help. Good drinks. You know, heaps and heaps and heaps of flour gold. Yes. Oh God, I never have to pick up a pan or a shovel again.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Wake up!
No, don't do that to people with PTSD.
Oh my God, that bucket is heavy. That's like pure black sand in that. Ooh. 100 pans of concentrates gives you a lot of black sand, so I set up my cleanup sluice at home, and after a nice heat pack I got right to work stripping it down so I could reveal the tasty boogers. The other gold we're dealing with is super fine, so I'm not expecting to see too much, although we have got some in the mat. Look at those pieces just up in here, and we've got even more down in these cells. Again, super fine stuff. So to see anything, that's pretty good. It took right around 5 hours to pan those 100 pans, and this is the gold we were rewarded with next to a Clash Guitars pick for a bit of scale. And as you might be able to see, most of the gold is super fine, but we were lucky enough to pick up a couple of chunkies and some mercury. But for now, it's time to get this on the scales. There looks like there is a reasonable amount of gold in this piece of paper, so I'm going to hope that we get somewhere near Paulie. He got like 1.5 grams. If I can get a gram in my area, that would be fantastic. Not too shabby. 0.77. 3/4 of a gram in 100 pans. That is a fantastic result. 100 pans is an absolutely monumental physical challenge. I wasn't even sure that I'd be able to do it, and I am pretty fit and I'm pretty good at gold panning. So to actually be sitting here having achieved it with 0.77 as a result, I am over the moon. On that note, 0.77 is worth around $60 Australian at the time of recording, which I think is pretty good considering we can't get a high banker into that area just because of the distance we have to hike one of those machines in, and they are quite heavy. Hopefully this challenge has inspired you to get out there and do your own 100 pan challenge, and maybe even check out the description below where you'll find links to my merch shop and you can pick up a sweet t-shirt or hat. And in the meanwhile, please give your dog a massive scratch behind the ears for me. Peace! And I'll see you on the next adventure.
Oh my God. That's a freaking nugget. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my God. That's like the best pan I've had this year. And it's in a freaking cake tin.
No freaking way! Look at the size of those bits! Get absolutely wrecked. That is a massive piece of gold for here. Holy crap! Nick! We're gonna go buy cake tins!